do this. Are you ready for a comeback? Are you ready to fly? Are you ready for the moment? Get ready to ride. Calling all the fighters, calling on survivors. Are you up all nighters? We can take it higher. Let's do this.
If you're new, my name is Ashley and this is Agent Renovation, where I teach winning strategies and considerations to help you pass the levels of your agent game. In today's video, I'm going to talk a little more on the subject of why your game is you versus you and you're never in competition with anybody else and why you don't want to be. In real estate, it is a fallacy to think that you should be like everybody else in real estate. It's a pitfall to join the herd, the sea of agents that are all the same. Because as we know, in most cities, 99% of the agents are all the same. And personality and uniqueness will win in the long run. A winning strategy in real estate is to be yourself. I want to explain why being yourself in your agent life and your agent game will actually save you resources. Let's look at a cost-benefit analysis of why being yourself in real estate is actually going to save you the resources of time and energy as well as grief. And as far as I'm concerned, grief caused or grief taken on in the real estate industry is hazard, and we're not paid hazard pay. So I'm not here for that. And if you're not here for that either, let me tell you why this is a winning strategy. If you fall victim to falling into the trap of trying to conform, fit into the box that every other agent is trying to fit into, then you're going to cost yourself in the long run. And I'll tell you why. Number one, you're not unique. It's kind of like when the market turns and you've got master plan communities that have thousands of units that all look the same. What happens? They're all cookie cutter. In the same vein, it's easy for cookie cutter agents to be successful in booming markets. And those agents aren't around when the market corrects because they're a dime a dozen. When you stand out and you're yourself, you will be your own commodity. You don't want to be like everybody else. And this will mean that you're not going to be for everybody else. When you choose not to be like everybody else, you're also not going to be for everybody. Know this, and don't be surprised when this shows up in your game. When you're brave enough to know and choose the winning strategy of being unique and being yourself in real estate, you're brave enough to choose yourself and be unique, which is the winning strategy in real estate. Winning strategy is to be unique. It's the long-term winning strategy. In the short term, it may feel not as comfortable because you're not blending in with the rest of the herd and it's always difficult to go against the grain. But bear through it and develop a personality around you as an agent. Be unique and be known for the things you're known for. In my area, people know who I am and I am not like anybody else. And that serves me very well in my agent game because I don't waste resources. I'm savage when it comes to my resources, and especially when it comes to my time and grief. These are resources I'm not willing to expend in the wrong directions. In the game of real estate, clients are attracted to people that they like, know, and feel comfortable with. People are comfortable with people that are like them. It's familiarity, and this is how it's this is how client attraction works. It's kind of like if you want to be a luxury agent, you're always at luxury homes because you're going to meet more luxury prospects. If you're always in condos, you're going to get more condos. Just how we view asset classes of what we want to attract in real estate and what we don't want to attract, meaning we go do more of that or we do less of that because we want more listings like that or we don't want more listings like that. I personally don't like condos, so I try not to go to condos. If I go to condos, I'll get more condo listings and I don't want condo listings. I want detached home sales only. For this reason, I don't want to attract more condos by doing more condos. Now, let's back this up and have a look at you as a person in your real estate game. This is the same thing. If you show up in your agent game and try to blend into the herd, you are essentially going to begin playing a role, meaning you're not showing up as yourself. You're now showing up to be your character, but your character's playing a role. And number one, that gets exhausting as the years go on. It is hard to not be yourself over the long run. It's easier to show up and be real. If you show up and you pretend to be somebody that you're not and you try to fit in, guess what happens? You get clients that are attracted to you for that fake personality, for that front you're putting on, for that role you're playing. meaning all your clients are gonna match what you've put out, because what you're putting out is making them feel comfortable and they like it, meaning they wanna work with you, but it's not really you. So in the long run, you're gonna end up having a lot of clients that you don't actually like. Now, this might not be a consideration you've thought of before, because a lot of agents never take the time to sit back and ask, what kind of clients do I want? Who do I want to help? Who do I want to service? Where do I want to add value? Most agents just simply take what comes to them, and in the long run, that's not a winning strategy. That's also not a long-term plan to becoming a top producer. The problem with taking clients that are not a proper match to you is they're not a proper match, meaning it's not going to be easy to spend time with them. It's not going to be as peaceful and enjoyable as if you had attracted somebody into your true personality. When I first started real estate, I tried to fit in. I was in an office in West End, everyone dressed a certain way and did things a certain way, and I wanted to fit in, so I tried to be more professional. I looked a little more professional, I made my marketing more professional like them. I lost that spark that I have and people know me for. And I kept getting clients that I didn't like. I didn't like spending time with them. It was miserable. There was a lot of stress and the grief that came with it. In my agent game, I cannot afford hassle and I cannot afford not feeling good when I go to work. When my resources are drained like that, I cannot show up as the all-star that I am and serve the rest of my clients. I remember when I had this aha moment, I looked around at all the clients I was serving and I was making a lot of sales, but I didn't like going out with any of them. And I asked myself, why am I attracting this? Why do I keep getting clients like this? And then I realized it was all my own doing. It was what I was putting out. So I decided that was the end of that. And I was gonna start being myself in real estate. Meaning I started up my other brand, Soul Renovation, where I talk about all things to do with the soul that I'm really passionate about. I started sharing my crazy and fringe interests with my clients, and guess what? I started attracting more people that liked the same things as I did. I started attracting more people who thought the same way that I did, that shared opinions that I did, and suddenly our time together was joyful. We would have these amazing conversations. We would get in ultra alignment. They were excited to see me and I was excited to see them, and synergy began to build. And it was at this point in my career that I really started to excel. I started to be myself and put myself out there for who I was as my own human, not just Ashley, some realtor in the herd. I became Ashley, who was Ashley before she was a realtor. I talked like she did, I showed up like she did, I took photos like she did, and I dressed like she liked to dress. I started wearing all sorts of fun prints to work, sparkles, short skirts, and all the things that I love. I started wearing my ultra high heels, and I started wearing things with diamonds and sparkles all over them because that makes me happy and that's what I love. And I no longer tried to conform. I shared my opinions about what I thought about things, including world subjects, politics, and things that I was passionate about that they tell you not to do. I started showing up as a real human, because as agents, we're one of the only roles in any industry, of all industries, that you get put in a box. Like suddenly you're a realtor and you're not a human anymore. It's like you're not allowed to say this or do that, and that's just not right. This conformity is not something we need to fall into, and I'm walking proof of that. I've stood proudly as who I want to be in real estate and been paid very well for it. And I only now attract clients that match what I want. They match me and I match them, and this makes for the best selling experience for everybody involved. So I want you to take this into consideration in your agent game. Are you showing up as yourself? Is there value in you becoming yourself in real estate and being your own personality? Time for an action step. I want you to get a piece of paper out and write down everyone's name, maybe just the last name of the family or however you refer to your clients on a piece of paper, everyone you sold for the last year. Then I want you to go down on the column and put either yes or no, were they aligned to you? And now you're gonna run a cost-benefit analysis on the list of clients you just serviced over the last calendar year. If more of your clients were in alignment to you, I would say that you're authentically showing up in your job and your game. And if your clients are not aligned with you, I want you to take into consideration what I've said and would it serve your long game in becoming more like yourself so that you can attract more clients that are like you, thus making the selling experience so much more joyful and saving you time, energy, and money. If you want to have a long-term career in real estate with a winning strategy that does not burn you out, then you need to take the cost benefit analysis of everything you do. It's not only about what you're getting in real estate. Everyone's always focused on what you're getting. It's also what it's costing you. And when you have unaligned clients, it is costing you more than those dollars in your pocket. That's it, guys. That's my video for today. I hope you loved my video all about why you're just playing your own game in real estate and some considerations to help you get your character farther in the game. This has been Ashley from Agent Renovation, and if you love my content, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave me a comment. I am always here to help. Also, do not forget to register for my master door knocking class. 75 videos all about door knocking. I hope to see you there. Bye.